Welcome back to Are You Ready for Stats? Today we are continuing our discussion of mapping with ggplot, and I'm now going to show you how to add additional layers to this geome polygon. So in previous videos, I talked about the libraries that were necessary. So we have the tidyverse and the maps library. The maps library is what contains our shape information. I talked about how we needed to get a shape file because it tells R how to connect the dots. So I'm continuing on that, but this time you'll notice that I'm going to assign the graph I make to this object called GG1. And I'm going to have a fill be blue and then the outline color be white. So those color options are available to you online. You can also say to R what are the options for the color, but essentially if you type it correctly or spell it correctly, it will show you that color coming up on the fill. It'll show you that it's blue. So this is the map I'm creating. It's the same as above, so it's just the US. I just have changed the fill color to be blue. Now, I'm going to create a new data set called labs. And in that labs, I'm creating three different variables. I'm creating a longitude variable, latitude variable, and then names. And you can see I'm creating a point of where the Federal Reserve is and where the US Mint is. So I'm running that, and I've just created an object or a data set called labs. And you can see over here the three variables I discussed. Now, when we go to this next line, essentially what I'm doing is I'm adding to that map that we created, the GG1, two separate things. I'm adding a point, and then I'm adding the text. The text you will see is going to label with the names variable that we have over here. So it's going to label it with Federal Reserve and US Mint. And then the point is going to tell R where to put the point based on the longitude and latitude that we have listed here. So it's adding two layers, a point where those items are located, and then at that point, it will also include the name. You can see I have, whoops daisies, I need to add to that GG1. You can see I have other items called H, just, nudge, like the size, what type of shape. Those are just ways that you can make it a little bit more specific. So I'm telling R to use this shape. It's shape 21. And there are resources online that tell you what the shapes are based on the number. So this is just a white circle. I'm telling it to fill by white. I can adjust the size so I can make it bigger or smaller. That would be a logical adjustment. And then this H, just, and nudge allows you to move where the words are on the graph. So if you don't feel that they're adjusted correctly, these two items is how you can play with it to see how you want it to be located on the map. So for example, here, if I do H nudge or nudge X 0, it will put the word right on top of the dot, which I don't want. I would like it to be just offset. So I'm going to move it back to 1. And again, you can see that that moves it just slightly. You can adjust it horizontally. So I could do 0.5. You can see how that would adjust. And that just moves it horizontally over to the left. And again, you can go negative. So I could do -1. And you can see that it moves it very far to the right. So I could go back to 0 here, and then it's not adjusting it at all, and I'm just nudging it by the X. So that is looking at how to put 2 extra layers onto a graph. In the next video, we'll talk about how to go down to the state level and how to adjust the fill. So if this video helped, like and subscribe, and I'll see you in future videos.